Legion by Dan Abnett, Part 1, Reptile. A great war is coming, and it will engulf the Imperium of man. The Space Marines of the Alpha Legion, the last and most secretive of all the Legion's Astartes brotherhoods, arrive on a heathen world to support the Imperial army in a pacification campaign against strange and uncanny forces. But what drives the Alpha Legion? Can they be trusted, and what side will they choose when the Great War begins? Loyalties are put to the test, and the cunning schemes of an alien intelligence revealed. Beneath a brooding sky, the Nurthian wastes are alive with war. In the city of Monlo, strange technologies and dark powers stir, watched over by the reptilian monitor dragons that haunt the deserts. Among the Imperial expeditionary forces, the soldiers of the Geno Five-Two Chiliad, an ancient human regiment bred for loyalty and precision, fight and die in the Emperor's Great Crusade. Hetman Hurtado Bronzi, commander of the Chiliad's Joker's Company, watches in disbelief as his sister regiment, the Dancers, is ambushed and nearly destroyed. Only the sudden arrival of the mysterious Alpha Legion Astartes turns the tide. Their presence is a secret, whispered, unsettling, and deliberate. 5 weeks later, Bronzi's comrade, Pito Soneca, is summoned to identify a dead soldier, but insists the body isn't one of his men. When Bronzi attempts to deliver the corpse to their psychic leader, Ukshor Honen Mu, the situation spirals. His ally, Dimitar Shaiban, is executed by an Alpha Legionnaire, and Bronzi finds himself facing the same fate. Elsewhere, an Imperial spy named Koenig Henneker, his real name John Grammaticus, moves unseen. Grammaticus is not what he seems, an agent of an ancient Xenos alliance called the Cabal, posing as a servant of the Imperium. His mission is to manipulate events on Nurth, so that the Alpha Legion will intervene. The Cabal wants to use this war as a lesson, for the Alpha Legion to understand the true nature of chaos. But when his cover is blown, Grammaticus barely escapes alive, pursued through the smoldering ruins of Monlo. 3 days later, Lord Commander Teng Namajira of the 675th Expedition inspects the war zone as psychic storms gather above the city. Paranoia spreads through the ranks. The Geno's psychics, the Uxors, are accused of harboring spies. Soneca's faith in his commanders falters when he realizes no one is who they claim to be. During a state ceremony, the Alpha Legion's involvement is officially recognized, but their motives remain shrouded in misdirection. Grammaticus spies on a secret meeting between the Primarch Alpharius himself and Lord Commander Namajira, but is forced to kill a soldier to avoid capture. Soneca, now hunted by Imperial interrogators, is rescued by Bronzi, who reveals an astonishing truth. He is working with the Alpha Legion. In a hidden desert camp, Alpharius briefs his mortal agents. He tells Namajira of a hidden truth, the nature of chaos, and requests control of the expedition's psychers. Meanwhile, Grammaticus learns from his Cabal contact, Slough Da, that the Nurthian wield a black cube, a weapon that feeds on psychic death. As storms of dust and ash swallow the Imperial lines, the Nurthian launch their final suicidal assault. Grammaticus reaches Alpharius and explains the horror. The Nurthian sacrifices are empowering the cube, turning the planet itself into a psychic bomb. In less than a day, Nurth will die. Alpharius listens, calm and expressionless, and then gives the order: withdrawal. The Imperium abandons Nurth to oblivion. Part 2. The Halting Site. 5 months after the fall of Nurth, The vast battle barge Beta glides through the void, carrying what remains of the 675th Expedition Fleet. Among its prisoners is John Grammaticus, broken, weary, and haunted by what he has seen. News spreads like wildfire through the fleet. Horus Lupercal has been named War Master. The galaxy itself seems to hold its breath. Alpharius, the unseen master of the Alpha Legion, summons the Imperial commanders to parley. He offers aid, but on his own cryptic terms. Lord Commander Namajera, increasingly suspicious of the Primarch's secretive nature, demands answers. Alpharius gives him none. In the shadows of the ship, Seneca and Bronzy, now agents of the Legion, plot a desperate move. They free Grammaticus from his cell and take with them the shattered psyker, Ruxana Said, who has been tortured for her connection to the Cabal. The three flee in a drop pod plunging toward the surface of 42 Hydra Tertius, a planet whose atmosphere has been partially engineered to sustain human life. Below, the Geno Five-Two Chiliad deploys once again, unaware that their fate has already been decided. Alpharius has brought them here for a purpose, and every soldier, every life, is another piece in his intricate web of deception. As the fugitives trek through the planet's artificial plains, hunted by both Alpha Legion operatives and the Imperium's own Lucifer Blacks, old loyalties crumble. Captain Dinus Chain confronts the Geno command, demanding to know who has betrayed them. His suspicions fall on Bronzy and Seneca. Grammaticus finally reaches the Cabal's hidden stronghold. There, the Xenos beings who rule it, enigmatic entities like Gahet and Slauda, reveal the truth he has long dreaded. The Alpha Legion has been summoned to witness destiny itself. But before he can act, Seneca and Said activate a hidden beacon, and in an instant, the Alpha Legion teleports in, surrounding the site. The Lucifer Blacks capture Bronzy, while Alpharius and his twin, Omegon, confront the Cabal face to face. They demand proof of what the Cabal claims to know, the civil war to come, and the fate of mankind. Inside the alien vessel, the Cabal unveils its terrible vision. Through psychic projection, Alpharius, his psyker Cher, and Seneca are shown the future. They see the rise of Horus, the burning of worlds, and the slaughter of the Imperium. But the vision splits in two. In one path, Horus wins, and humanity is extinguished in a brief but total purge. Chaos dies with it. In the other, the Emperor triumphs, but the Imperium stagnates for millennia, rotting from within until chaos consumes everything. Between horror and inevitability, Alpharius chooses the colder path. He will side with Horus, not out of treachery, but as part of a plan to save the galaxy through humanity's extinction. When the meeting ends, the Primarch moves with ruthless precision. The Alpha Legion turns on their Imperial allies. Lord Commander Namajera is executed. The fleet's Alpha and Beta annihilate what remains of the expedition. On the surface, the Geno die choking as the planet's artificial atmosphere is shut down. Only Seneca and Bronzy survive long enough to realize the truth. The Alpha Legion has chosen its side. Aboard the Cabal ship, John Grammaticus can bear no more. Knowing the role he played in this grim fate, he takes his own life, believing he has doomed his species to extinction. Thus ends Legion, a story not of open rebellion, but of secrets and shadow wars. The Alpha Legion does not declare its heresy with banners or oaths. It moves unseen, its motives twisted, its loyalties unknowable. Because in the darkness ahead, one truth will echo through all the ages to come.
I am Alpharius,